The wealth wisdom passed down, timeless secrets to prosperity learned from Jewish tradition. Ever wondered why many Jewish people tend to have good financial stability? A recent study by Pew Research found that, on average, Jews in America report higher household incomes compared to other ethnicities. About 23% of Jews say they earn $200,000 or more, which is 1 in 4 people. In contrast, only 4% of all US adults reach such high levels of income. This financial success isn't just luck or a coincidence. It's rooted in strict financial principles found in their holy books passed down for generations. These timeless secrets cover everything from business and social interactions to money management and wealth. In this video, I'll share the details of these secrets, how they shape their daily lives, and provide a simple blueprint for you to apply them to turn your finances around. Don't miss out if you're looking for a 180-degree change in your financial situation. There is a widespread belief that Jews prioritize righteousness over wealth and are content with being poor, seeing money as materialistic. However, this notion is far from accurate. Poverty isn't seen as a sign of holiness among Jews, rather, it's likened to a disease that nobody desires. Rabbis don't consider it virtuous or desirable. Instead, it's viewed as pointless suffering. Contrary to the misconception, the Jewish tradition doesn't glorify poverty. The Tanakh, the Jewish Bible, doesn't attribute positive value to being poor. Jews actively avoid poverty and strive to earn a worthy living through meaningful employment or business. In Jewish law, self-reliance is emphasized and individuals are expected to avoid being a burden on others. Even when the wealthy offer help through philanthropy or charity, it's not seen as reward for merely existing. Beneficiaries are still expected to earn their living. In a world where many Americans and Europeans grapple with credit card debt, student loans, auto loans, mortgage problems, and more, Jews, despite being scattered globally, continue to thrive in their businesses and personal finances. The question then arises, how do they manage to be so effective in this regard? The notion that Jews control the financial sector and the global economy is not only old but also one of the most damaging anti-Semitic concepts. Hitler even used it as a justification for annihilating the European Jewish community. Additionally, the condescending stereotypes portraying Jews as cheap and greedy are unfounded. Especially among religious Jews, guidance is sought from the Torah, the Old Testament Bible, regarding financial matters. Contrary to stereotypes, the Torah teaches values like kindness, benevolence, and love for one's community. What's remarkable is that these teachings start in childhood, as reflected in Proverbs 22:7, which emphasizes training up a child in the right way. This isn't just about frequent lessons but also consistent practice and application. Jewish parents focus on raising independent thinkers who are self-reliant enough to make sound financial decisions. The real foundation lies in these teachings rather than the harmful stereotypes associated with Jewish financial success. Jewish families teach their children about financial responsibility using 5 carefully labeled jars: tithe, investing, savings, charity, and spending. It's like the piggy bank you might have at home, but with a greater purpose. Let's break it down with a practical example using just $10. Following biblical instructions, the child gives back 10% of any earnings to God, placing $1 in the tithe jar. This emphasizes the value of not being greedy. Now, with $9 remaining, the child takes the next step by placing an extra 10% in the charity jar. For Jews, giving wholeheartedly is a way of life, and they believe they're building their community by doing so. Here's where it gets interesting. Beyond the act of helping those in need, Jews understand the importance of the charity jar in building trust within the community. The more generous a person is in giving without expecting anything in return, the more trust the community bestows upon them. This trust becomes crucial support when the person ventures into new enterprises. Imagine learning such a powerful business principle at such a young age. It's a lesson that emphasizes the significance of a strong network in business. This point will become even clearer as we continue. The third jar is all about investments in the Jewish training system. Kids are encouraged to put 20% of their money into this jar, specifically for practicing anything that could bring them more money in the near future. This isn't about savings, it's strictly for investments. You might think $2 is too little for an investment, but consider something as simple as starting a lemonade stand. As the jar accumulates funds, they can kickstart their venture. What's impressive about this jar approach is that kids have full control and autonomy over when and where to invest their money. Parents don't intervene, even if the child makes a mistake, allowing them to learn from failures. This not only improves the child's decision-making skills, but also instills a sense of responsibility. Imagine the impact this will have when they grow older. increasing revenues will become almost second nature because it's ingrained as a habit. Now let's talk about the fourth jar. Jewish kids are told to set aside 10% of their money for emergencies and unexpected challenges. Yeah, the hands-on training even includes planning for surprise expenses. Now, the fifth jar is where they save the remaining 50% that hasn't been used. Kids can use this money for whatever they want, however they see fit. However, there's more to it. Jews have a distinctive perspective on money. They ensure they spend within their means and adapt their lifestyle to align with their income. Rather than squandering money on unnecessary things, they opt for meaningful actions like supporting their community and family. Additionally, they invest in their skills, knowledge, and education, generating more value and wealth over time. It's a clever and purposeful way of dealing with money. Consider how you handle money: cautiously or extravagantly. Is it for creating value or just appearances? Being careful with money isn't about being frugal. It's an understanding that money isn't eternal and is always subject to change. In the Talmud, it's said that pursuing great wealth involves both working hard to earn money and being diligent in eliminating loopholes when saving. To be wealthy, excel in two things: work hard to make money and work hard to save it. To amass wealth, focus on increasing income and smart spending. Ask yourself, are you tracking expenses, applying effective saving strategies, and living within your means? Your social circle matters too. Jews prioritize community bonds for personal success. Remember, in many communities, people don't actively support each other, hindering progress. In the Jewish community, though, it's a different story. They believe social circles provide not just friendship and support, but also crucial information and opportunities. They actively create and maintain circles conducive to their development, ensuring a continuous flow of support. There is a saying from the Talmud: if you want to get rich, learn from the rich. It emphasizes studying and understanding those who are already wealthy or on their way there. You can't just wake up and make your dreams a reality. You need to learn from the best to gain their rich experience, skills, methods, and knowledge. This idea is even more effective when you have a physical mentor, as it brings trust, recommendations, and a network that can open doors faster for you. It's fascinating how reading the Talmud can unveil Jewish wisdom and secrets about making, maintaining, saving, and investing money, leading to wealth. Thankfully, these insights, passed down for generations, aren't exclusive to Jews. They're for anyone aspiring to create wealth. Now let's talk about work. Ever wondered how much effort you really need to advance in your career? Many make the mistake of working tirelessly, thinking it's the key to financial freedom. While I used to believe that too, the truth is, it's a never-ending pursuit. Putting in more hours won't necessarily lead to more significant gains. Consider this: if you have a shop making hundreds in profits, will working extra hours automatically increase revenue or help expand the business? If not, why bend over backward by putting in more work? Instead, it's crucial to go back to the drawing board, learn from those with proven success, and apply the right steps to elevate your shop. Remember, working smart will always outshine working hard. When it comes to business transactions, traditional Jewish individuals are known for their uprightness and honesty. They consistently treat the other party with utmost respect, and many people, including myself, have experienced exceptional deals and first-class customer service from Jewish businessmen. Initially, I thought it might be a coincidence, as good people do exist in the business world. However, the patterns were so repetitive that I decided to dig deeper. As it turns out, the Torah emphasizes surrounding oneself with people of strong moral values, discouraging dealings with those who intentionally take advantage of others. What's intriguing is how their integrity keeps customers coming back for more. I often find myself gravitating towards businessmen who prioritizes fairness and genuine service rather than those solely focused on profits. It's a testament to the enduring value of honesty and respect in business dealings. Feeling regret about not starting these principles early? It's never too late to begin. I discovered and applied them later in life, and it's been a blessing. Regardless of your age, you can start today, even with small steps during upcoming festivities. Don't forget to pass on these principles to your kids. It's a valuable investment in their future. You can't choose to ignore these secrets, but the success of the Jewish community shows they're not just a coincidence.